It's impossible to truly understand China's economy without looking at the real estate sector. The current slump in China's property market isn't just another boom and bust cycle, it's the start of a new era of rapid tech growth in China. Electric vehicles, industrial and service robots, AI models, you name it. In all these fields, China's presence is rising fast. Why is China so determined to upgrade its industries? Because it has to. The old engine of growth, real estate, is losing steam. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll take you inside the world of China's economy where a visible hand is at work. Huang Qifan, a senior Chinese economic official, revealed that by late 2024, average home prices across the nation had dropped by roughly 40% compared to their 2020 peak. For 20 years, China's economy grew at an incredible pace. People truly believe that home prices never fall. It was almost a national belief. Between 2000 and 2020, housing prices nationwide rose tenfold. In Shanghai, they shot up by as much as 17 times. At its peak, all the homes in Shanghai were worth around 30 to 35 trillion yuan. That's actually more than France's whole economy in a year. Rising home prices encouraged even traditional cautious Chinese savers to start borrowing boldly. 20 years ago, household debt in China was under 10% of GDP. By 2021, it has soared past 60%. In the hottest years, over 70% of new household loans went straight into real estate. More than 70% of household assets in China are tied up in property, much higher than in the US, where it's just over 30%. During the boom years, real estate made up nearly 30% of China's GDP. But when home prices finally started to fall, the impact didn't stop at property developers. It rippled through construction, steel, furniture, appliances, and all the way to people's wallets. For most people, they feel it's getting harder to make money, and people are spending more carefully. Back in 2019, before the pandemic, China's retail sales grew by 8%. Last year, that growth fell to just 3.5%. Hearing all this, you might think China's economy is in serious trouble, but that's not the whole story. China's manufacturing sector keeps booming, growing bigger and stronger, even standing up to Trump's tariff threats. In fields like electric vehicles, industrial robots, and shipbuilding, China now leads the world. If you've ever been to China, you know how high-tech life is. A smartphone can hold just everything in the city, set against a backdrop of soaring skyscrapers and massive urban skylines. So China's economy is running on two gears at the same time. The old gear, real estate, is slowing down. The new one, advanced manufacturing, green tech, and the digital economy, is picking up speed. This is what officials called shifting growth drivers. But for many years, especially in places that once boomed because of property, this shift still feels far away. That's why when you hear some people in China talk about the economy, you can sense a bit of pessimism. In China, real estate isn't just another pillar of the economy. Its impact goes much deeper. Now let's consider a question. How does a backward country get the massive cash it needs? The first bucket of gold for faster growth and urbanization. Historically, there were usually a few options. Expand through colonialism, sale off natural resources, borrow heavily or rely on foreign investors. China picked a different path. It unlocked a huge homegrown source of money, land. When real estate started to boom, the land itself becomes incredibly valuable, and in China, only government can sell land. It's important to know that when we talk about selling land, what's actually being sold are land use rights, not the land itself, since all land is publicly owned in China. By controlling this supply, the government unlocked a massive stream of revenue. This is called land finance, meaning local governments get much of their income by leasing land. This money, plus loans backed by land, paid for the building blocks of modern China: airports, bullet trains, industrial parks, you name it. Land gave the government more than just money. It gave them power, because all land for building has to be approved and supplied by the government. They can shape the economy almost like playing chess. If you want a city to grow in a certain direction, just release land there and build new roads. Soon, whole new neighborhoods pop up. If you want to boost an industry, and like electric vehicles, they offer cheap land to those companies, so they move in and form a cluster. In short, by controlling land, the government becomes a super player, able to get directly involved and call the shots. This land-based system is one of the key reasons China's economy was able to grow so rapidly. Through real estate, China managed to pour social wares and turn it into capital for urban development, fueling one of the largest waves of urbanization in history. Today, as land sales dry up, some big questions are looming. Where's the money going to come from next? Will there be new property taxes, or will the government try to cash in on the tech boom instead? And what about the government's role? Should it keep leading from the front or step back and let the market do more? So in short, the rise and the fall of real estate directly affects the revenues and spending of local governments and shapes how they participate in the economy. Up to this point, we still haven't answered one important question. Why did the property market suddenly take a dive? What was the trigger? Surprisingly, it was the government itself that pulled the trigger. The Chinese central government saw the risks of an overheated property market early on. Too much focus on real estate could drain money from industry and tech, push up costs, and hurt China's long-term competitiveness. So in 2016, top leaders made it clear houses are for living in, not for speculation. For years, the government walked a fine line, using real estate for growth, but also wary of a bubble. At the same time, it has been searching for new, healthier sources of growth. Then came 2021. The government tightened controls on property developers, told them to cut debt, and restricted their access to financing. Many developers soon ran into financial trouble. With less competition for land prices fell, homeowners started selling, and the myth that home prices only go up vanished almost overnight. While the government has long prepared for this shift, the speed and scale of the shock still caught many by surprise. As we discussed before, sectors like high-end manufacturing, green energy, and the digital economy are all impressive, but they can't fully make up for what's being lost in real estate. Not yet. And the local governments are still saddled with huge debts from all those massive construction projects. As of the end of August 2025, the total outstanding debt of local governments nationwide was around 50 trillion yuan. So this is a pain of transition, a country shifting to a new economic model, but the path is far from easy. So now let's sum things up. First, China is now in the middle of moving away from a reliance on real estate and shifting towards higher quality tech-driven growth. Second, real estate and land sales have been a major source of revenue for local governments. As the property market declines, local governments are being forced to rethink how they participate in the economy. So, do you now have a deeper understanding of China's visible hand? In reality, the visible hand isn't all-powerful. Many of the policy models we take for granted today have gone through rounds of trial, error, and negotiation, just like the famous scene crossing the river by feeling the stones. If you like this video, don't forget to follow my channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye bye!